Today we're going to be taking a look at the Union Pistachio Nike Dunk Low. There was definitely a lot of anticipation behind this sneaker. I wasn't able to get these for retail, but I was able to pick them up from SoulSteals, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. But right now, I'm excited to review these shoes. So if you guys didn't know by now, my name is DJ, and this is the DNA Show. On this channel, I clearly love talking about sneakers, and I hope you do too. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the DNA fam. We are very close to 1 million subscribers, and you could be the next one to get us there. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and crack open this box. There's definitely a lot of details on the outside of the box, so let's get into that first. These come with your standard hinge lid on the top that has your classic flight coupon print, giving you that old school nostalgic vibe of taking a flight way back in the day, especially because this shoe has more to do with the passport pack, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well. Now when you look at the details on the top of the box, it definitely resembles a lot when it comes to the shoe. When we talk about the style code, the production dates, where the shoe is from and where it's going, from Nike to Union LA, and even on the front end of the box it says Los Angeles, California, from and to Beaverton, Oregon. And it's kind of cool to see that, saying that the Union store is in LA and the headquarters of Nike is in Beaverton, Oregon. I'm pretty sure a lot more people are starting to understand that a little bit more now that we've seen the Off-White series come out and the Beaverton, Oregon being on the branding on the side of the foot. So that's definitely another mixed element that we have seen that has been trending over the past couple years. Now going to the size tag, it reads Nike Dunk Low U Midnight Navy, size 13, retail 150 bucks. Now when you think about a Nike Dunk Low, retail is typically around $100. So to see a Dunk Low be $150, they better come correct. Flipping open the lid of the box, this is really dope right here. You have an all over print with the Union logo and the Nike logo on the background, and then you got the big stamps. For any of you guys that travel often, I'm pretty sure you know when you have your passport and you get all the different stamps from around the world, it's always cool to see that inside your passport. That's something that I love doing as well. My goal is to fill up my passport before it expires, all those different things. So either way, when I see something like this on the paper on both sides right here, you got all different places. It looks like Berlin, you got New York City, you got Amsterdam, bunch of different places right here all around the world. So it's kind of cool to see that. Now going to the next piece of paper, you got white paper, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. Okay, first impressions of this sneaker. I was already looking at these earlier before I started this review, and there's a hang tag that comes right here, and I accidentally popped off the little ticket, but it's fine because I plan on rocking these shoes. Either way, I was messing with these and looking at the details and everything. I really like these. Now before we get started in fully breaking down this sneaker and talking about different comparisons like the Off-White 5 and the materials that are used on this shoe, we gotta talk about the history first. Union is a store that is famously known for being down in the Los Angeles area, and over the past couple years we have seen some dope collabs come with them when it comes to Jordans and Nikes. But let's take it back to 1989. The store was originally created in New York City back in the day, and then they had their chapter 2 store in Los Angeles, and then they ended up closing the New York store. And because of that, a lot of people just know Union as Union LA, which was another dope thing when it came to the release, because as you saw on their Instagram post right here, they went back to their old school roots and they did a pop-up for the Union drop out in New York as well to coincide with the Los Angeles release that was going on at the same time. And for those that don't know, Chris Gibbs is the store owner who has been behind all of this madness over the years and has been able to curate dope collaborations, especially over the past 5 years with Jordan Brand and Nike. Like we talked about earlier, we saw the Union Air Jordan 1, we saw a couple different colorways of that. Then we saw the Union 4, we saw another set of Union 4s, then now we got the Union Dunks, and it looks like this year as well we have the Union 2s and some Union Cortezes that are set to drop. So I'm excited to see those releases, and I hope to give you guys reviews on those. But with all that being said, let's talk about this shoe. Starting with the outsole, as you can see right here, you have a blue translucent Nike Dunk Low outsole, and then you have a lime green Union logo just behind that, which is definitely a dope little touch in addition to the sneaker. Going up to the side of the foot, you have an all-white midsole with the white stitch, and then on the upper there are definitely a lot of details when it comes to this. These have your classic two-tone color blocking when you think about the pistachio around the top of the toe, the side panel, and the small hit around the collar on the back end, and then you have your navy hit that wraps around the front end and the navy hit on the side and around the eye stays. The reason why people call this the Pistachio colorway is these were originally inspired from the 2003 Pistachio Nike Dunk High. So this upper material has a checker pattern and is known as a ripstop material, which is very similar to the Off-White off-white Air Jordan 5 that we have also seen. The checkers are a little bit bigger, but essentially the materials are very similar. And this is where the next cool element comes to this shoe. They decided to add the pistachio colorway behind it with a premium set of leathers. So if you see from the photo right here, definitely people have done this before and kind of cut the shoe open to show you the different details on the shoe. I'm not exactly sure if I plan on doing that because I really love the look of them how they are like this, but I don't know, maybe if I end up getting a second pair to rock and I decided to do it, we shall see. But as of right now, I don't really plan on doing it. Now let's talk about some other cool details on this shoe. When you look on the back end on the heel, you have like a little button right here, and this has the Union logo here on both ends of the heel, and that's in a blue plastic piece. And then you have a baggage claim tag right here, and like I said earlier, it was connected together but I accidentally popped it off, but it has the same thing. NK for Nike, UN for Union, the destinations, and then you have your baggage claim tag with the different numbers and the style code number and everything like that. So I think seeing the baggage claim tag, giving you that old school vibe, and having the little Union LA hit right here, similar to the Air Jordan 1s or the 4s that we saw in the past, I definitely think that's a nice little addition to the sneaker, and especially when it comes to the overall value at $150. When you think about all the hits on the shoe, the materials, and the extra accessories that come along with them. Now going to the tongue and the top end of the shoe, you have a white set of laces and a white tongue. I know it does look like it's similar, but the tongue is actually in a white material. You have a navy blue patch on the top end with a pistachio, Nike, and a swoosh. And then on the inside of the insoles, on the left foot, you have a navy insole with a navy sock liner and the Union logo. And then on the right foot, you have a navy insole with the navy sock liner and a Nike logo on there. And those are both in the pistachio color as well. So when it comes to overall details and everything like that, they're definitely doing their thing. I feel like they did a good job on this collaboration so far. Now, one of the next elements to this sneaker is my favorite touches as well, and it's kind of like hidden in plain sight. And you actually have 3M on the back end around the heel on the tab and on the swoosh. So this all is reflective, and hopefully you can see that here with the B-roll while I flash the light on the shoe. I definitely think that's another dope element to the shoe. I love seeing glow in the dark or 3M on sneakers, and definitely having that kind of tied in without really noticing it. I like it a lot. And one more thing when it comes to the overall detail, we got to talk about the stitching. This has two different colors of stitching. You have your navy blue stitching as your dominant, kind of just holding it all together, and then you have an additional set of 2 lines of stitching, which is right outside of that, all throughout the sneaker as well. And you got your little frayed edges that hang off of the swoosh and the back end and around the heel, kind of giving you that rough uncut vibe. And I can't forget to mention the navy laces that come with these as well. I almost forgot to mention those. Now it's time to talk about my opinion, your opinion, resale price, predicted value in the future releases that go along with this package, saying that these only came out, and we have 2 other colorways that are set to drop as well. You have the baby blue pair, and then you have the white kind of LA colorway as well. Let me know what you think about those 2. I think these honestly are my favorite of the 3. I got to see the other ones in hand to make my full decision, but I feel like these ones are the best. I don't know, let me know what y'all think. And when it comes to that, I'm excited to see what you guys think about this shoe, if it's fire or trash. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls and see all the results here on the channel. This is what the people said. 77% of the people chose fire and 23% of the people chose trash. I completely understand everybody's not gonna like every single shoe, and some people don't even like dunks. I get it, but I definitely understand these numbers. It makes a lot of sense. I was thinking somewhere around 85%. 77 ain't bad. I think that's pretty realistic. Now when it comes to the resale value of this shoe and the future predictions on the value, I'm seeing currently right now it's around 440 bucks to low 400s, somewhere around there for a size 13. I think the prices might go down a little bit, but over time people might start to appreciate this shoe a little bit more once they see it in hand, and it could potentially cause it to go up and maybe be a, you know, $650 shoe, somewhere around there. Maybe in a couple years, we shall see. But if not, it might linger around this same price or maybe be just a little bit lower. Only time will tell. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I personally think with all the details and everything that comes along with this shoe and the packaging and the display and everything, I think it's well worth the $150 retail. And I think if you're spending $400 on a shoe like this compared to other shoes that are worth around that $400 range, you're definitely gonna get a solid bang for the buck for a sneaker like this, in my personal opinion. I don't know, I just think about other $400 sneakers and I'm like, these could definitely line up with a lot of other $400 sneakers, or potentially even be better than other $400 sneakers that are out there on the market. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got got some value or entertainment from this. And for those that are asking where I got the shoes from, I got these from SoulSteals. They're a monthly subscription service where you can have access to limited deals, shock drops, and different shoes like this. They always get a bunch of cool shoes, especially in full size runs, and find ways to give you guys the best deal on sneakers when it comes to the resale market. That way you can save more money each time you purchase a shoe. All you got to do is end up buying one shoe and you're going to save more money than you actually spent for the subscription, and it's going to make it well worth it. I've been a member for over a year now, and honestly I love it. I get a bunch of cool shoes off of there, and I'm excited to get more stuff or see whatever they got in the future drops and everything like that. Especially with me being a size 13, they actually got stuff in my size, so that's something that makes me happy as well. So if you guys want to check them out, I have the link for them down below in the description. Besides all that, I'll see you guys in another one. All right, y'all, I'm out. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and want to grow your collection or make extra money on the side, I built a VIP mastermind that will teach you everything that I've learned about growing my sneaker collection over the past 15 years. This will also give you access to the DNA fam in my VIP community where we talk about investing outside of sneakers. And don't worry, if you don't plan on joining the VIP community, it's okay. I also set up a private DNA fam community that gives you access to all the behind the scenes looks from the studio and multiple chances to win free sneakers and gear from weekly and monthly challenges. So all you need to do is click on the link down below in the description or the first link pinned in the comment section. That will get you set up and into the community. I'm excited to see you guys on the inside. Yo, if you made it to the end of this video, I got a super random question. Who would you pick? Derek Jeter or King Griffey Jr.? That's a hard question. I had a hard time answering. I'm gonna let you guys decide.